Welcome to the Dutch National Fair in Amsterdam. In the 70s it became apparent that the dealers would have to make a stance against the auction houses, and the only way to do that is to somehow make a corporation and try to have an art fair where everybody was included and could show, the best works. An art fair becomes very important and becomes a best fair if there is enough vetting. There are at least about 100 or 200 people from all over the world vetting every item in the fair, whether antique, whether modern art, whether old master paintings. Because of that vetting, the public can walk around freely, feeling that every item has been secured for authenticity and obviously condition as well. It should be to the taste of a general fair of high quality, we always participate in the most important fairs, let's say worldwide. We have 5 centuries of paintings, so in order to try and fit all those different disciplines into a stand of at least 100 square meters is a challenge and a wonderful creativity to be able to show, let's say, every item as best as you can to the public. At the same time, we try to be very transparent, and you will see name cards and information alongside the paintings with a price, and those cards will actually be used for every fair. In other words, the price will stay the same, and therefore everybody can be assured that at least there is no difference if you show it elsewhere. So here we have a wonderful early painting from the 1530s, and if you look at the color scheme of that painting, it is quite incredible that a picture over 500 years old is in this particular condition. It's of course a sort of known setting, but when you look at the details of, for instance, the faces, you can see that there is an expression in each of those faces. If you go into the distance, you can see that there is a wonderful landscape here. There is even a courtyard here as well. And look at the reds and the beautiful green. This is a very typical color, let's say, used in early paintings in the 16th century. And this painting, is if you compare that price-wise with modern art, it's amazing that for a relatively low price you would be able to have a 500-year-old painting. Quite sensational. And finally, we also come to a great flower piece. And if you look at the flowers, you can see that this is a very luscious, very freely painted painting. This is done by Picard. This is a French artist already in the mid-17th century who must have seen perhaps already some still life painting from Flanders or from the Netherlands. But to be able to paint it so freely, and also to see it in this bright color, and if you go into detail and you see that butterfly sitting on that rose there, I think this is sort of a timeless painting. This is seriously something that can compete easily with modern art. Art fairs have become very important for the dealers during the last 30-40 years. What you try to do is to show them the quality, to show them special items, but affordable. Somehow it is always nice if you are able to discover something. You will be able to enhance your tastes. You might look at things you have never dreamt of that you would look at or even consider to buy. But the variety is such that it gives a lot of energy, and somehow you feel good about what you see, and hopefully you do buy something, not just for the sake of buying, but basically for the sake of collecting, so that throughout your lifetime, every year, it would be nice to add a lovely piece to your collection. And 10, 20 years down the line, all of a sudden you look around and you think, wow, I do have, I was able to find the best quality, beautiful items, and you might also inspire the next generation, kids who look at it, the neighbor, your family. And from that point of view, you know, you can be a great ambassador for quality art that you definitely see during the most important art fairs in the world.